Hey guys, so as you can see I'm dressed a little bit differently in this video. That's because, as you can probably tell from the title, that I'm doing a Princess Anna makeup tutorial. And just a little disclaimer, I am no expert or professionalist by any means. This is just how I do it. As you may or may not know, I do princess parties. This is just how I do my makeup. This isn't the only way to do it and it may not be the best way, but this is just the way I do it. So if you want to see how, then keep on watching. So first I use this Daily Essentials Rich Moisturising Day Cream from Nivea, and this just helps with any dry skin, so I just put this on every day before I put my makeup on, and I've only been using it for a few days now and already I'm noticing a difference, so if anyone suffers with dry skin then I'd recommend this. I then use my Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation in the shade Soft Beige, and I just put that all over my face with this spongy brush because that's all I have to apply it, and it'd probably be better with a brush, but I need to invest in one. And also I need to invest in some new foundation because this doesn't really match my skin very well, so sometimes it goes a bit orange or a bit patchy. Also make sure you blend it into your neck properly, otherwise you'll get a horrible orange line around your face and that is not a good look. I then use my Rimmel London Hide the Blemish concealer, and it looks a bit like a lipstick but it's obviously not, and I just put this under my eyes and on any blemishes or spots just to cover them up. Whether you're using a brush or a sponge like I am, then make sure you dab in the concealer, because if you rub it in it sort of just wipes it off really, so it's best to dab it in so that it stays in place. I then use my Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder in the shade Sandstorm, and this just sets all my makeup in place. And I just use this Elite Models Fashion brush to blend it into my face and of course on my neck as well so that I don't get those lines again. I then use my Maybelline New York Master Shape Brow Pencil, but I just use the brush side, I don't use the pencil side, and I just use this to brush my eyebrows into the place that I want them to be to make sure they're nice and neat for when I fill them in. And because I had my HD brows done recently, they're still quite dark, so I use this black eyeliner to fill in my brows, and obviously just lightly so that they're not too dark. Then use my You Shall Go to the Ball, the Key to Colour Beauty palette. And for my eyeshadow I just use the Enchanted Oak shade, and I tried to put quite a fair amount of this on because I have to have a lot of makeup on as Princess Anna obviously. I then use my Rimmel London Waterproof Exaggerate eyeliner, and it's in the shade Glossy Black, and I just use this to put a bit of eyeliner over the top of my eyeshadow. I don't do the flicks for this part because they're not really necessary when I've got this much eyeshadow on, but I like to put this on my lash line to add a bit more definition. I'm clearly a fan of Rimmel London products because I then use my Rimmel London Kate Moss mascara, and this gives you very thick lashes and makes them very long, and I like the style of the brush as well. And this is why you shouldn't dance around when you've only just done your eyeliner. Nice one. So I just put a fair amount of this mascara on to make my eyelashes look really big and long. And here comes the attractive face that everyone pulls when putting on mascara that they'd usually hide when they're making a YouTube video, but clearly I forgot. I then use my Avon bronzer in the shade Earth and Rose, and I don't use the brush that usually comes with it because it just leaves a line on my face really. So I use this bigger brush that I use for my blusher as well, and I just make sure I dab it slightly. I don't want to get too much because a little goes a long way with this bronzer. I then use the blusher Fanfare from my beauty palette just to go over the top of my bronzer and to add some colour to my face. And now's the appropriate time to do some posing, apparently. I then use the eyeshadow shade Enchanted from my beauty palette, and I just use this underneath my eyebrows just to lighten up my eyes and obviously my eyebrows. I then put some of this eyeshadow on my finger and put it on the top of my cheekbone, just above where I've put my blusher and bronzer, just to highlight my cheeks and my face. That's where I noticed I had a spot. I then used one of my eye and lip liners in a pinky shade just to line my lips before I put my lipstick on. Also, this is a great way to make your lips look bigger if that's a look you're going for, because if you want to, you can sort of line your lips a bit further out than your normal lips to make them look slightly bigger, but obviously don't go too over the top because you don't really want to look like Miranda Sings. I then use my Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick in the shade 01. And time for more poses. Now onto the freckles. I use the same shade I use for my eyeshadow, and I just use this smaller brush because it's easier to apply the freckles with this brush. And I found a way to cover up my spot. Also, it's okay to go over the top with the freckles because they don't really need to look realistic because of course you're being a Disney princess. And that is the finished makeup look, but obviously I need more time for poses. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already. If you at any point try this makeup look out, then don't forget to tag me on Instagram at esmerose_kiss, or on Twitter at Esme_Hill_ because it'd be cool if you guys got inspiration from me and wanted to try it out. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!